What's good, everybody out there? Anthony Presley Podcast. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. Like always, help your boy get flowing with the algorithm. And shout out to DAZN Boxing. That's where that clip came from in the beginning. They got the same name on Instagram, DAZN Boxing. So follow them for all things boxing, all the upcoming events, all things going on in the boxing world. They post all the exciting topics boxing-wise. Topic I want to touch on, man. Jake Paul. Is he a legit fighter or not? This has been a hot topic ever since he entered the whole boxing arena. And I won't lie. Now, take away as far as if it's rigged or not. Like, people always throw that out there. His fights are rigged. They're giving him the win so he can build up. I'm going to take away that part of it because that's something, honestly, that, like, I think that happens in all sports. Honestly, shouldn't happen, but I think it happens in all sports, and I don't think it's a unique thing. If it's happening with Jake Paul, I'm not saying it is. If it is, I don't think that should be a part of the conversation, because I think that happens in all sports. There's been documentaries about that, referees cheating in basketball and in football, and people being sort of coerced to throw fights. Despite that, because that's neither here nor there. We can't prove that, disprove that. But just him as a person in the boxing world and as a fighter. In the beginning, when he first started to challenge people, he first started to do little videos, I think we all felt the same way. I felt the same way. Like, okay, this is just some clown stuff. This is just for clout. This is just some YouTube stuff. We didn't really take him serious. Because boxing is a serious sport, it's not an easy thing to do. So in the beginning, I felt like it was just a joke. I agree with people that he doesn't really fight actual fighters, like other boxers. That's another thing that people say that's like points against him, that he doesn't actually fight other boxers. And I do agree with that. It's always like a washed up actor or some retired sports person or somebody that's like 20, 30, 40 years older than him, where he kind of has the advantage of youthfulness on his side. But him as a fighter, though, like, how do you guys rate him? Him just as a fighter, him entering the ring, him kind of entering the boxing world itself. Like, how do you guys feel about that? Are you still unconvinced that he's a skilled fighter, or are you starting to get convinced? When he first got into doing it, I was a little skeptical at first because it just looked like, okay, this is some clout stuff. And in the beginning, I remember someone asked me, in the beginning when he first got in, if you were to ask me, okay, would you step in the ring with him and fight him? In the beginning, and I've told people 100%, yeah. And I felt like 100%, I'll get in the ring with him. Not only get in the ring with him, I'll whoop his ass. I'll knock him out. In the beginning, it just seemed like some clown stuff. I have to admit now, my answer would change as he's been developing in the boxing world. Some people still aren't convinced, but I see it different. I think some people who ever train as fighters or are fighters may give him a little more respect and may see it a little bit different too, because he is taking it serious, at least on the training side of it. And that's really what's most important, the training side of it. He is taking it serious. He is training. He's conditioning like a boxer. There's all kinds of videos. He still clowns and jokes around. He was wearing a fat suit in some videos, and he still does the antics, but he is taking the boxing side of it a little bit more serious. So if you were to ask me now, well, would you step in the ring with him and fight him? I would say no. Not, and fighters will understand this. I would say no, not because I think he could whoop my ass or that I couldn't whoop his ass. It's just that now I understand the level that he's on. Number one, he's bigger than me size-wise. He's taller than me. Usually when you're taller, you're going to have more reach. And again, the training is what's most important. He's trained now. He's a lot more trained than he was when he first started. That matters. That matters. Now, a street fight, I'm not worried. I'm 100% confident in the street fight I can hold my own. Much less whoop his ass. Fighters will understand that a street fight is way different than an organized, structured fight. Okay? I'm not conditioned. I'm not trained, not on the level he's trained on. I do my own self-taught trainings and stuff, but I'm not nowhere near as conditioned or have the endurance that he would have. People don't understand that when it comes to a structured fight. Your endurance, your chin, your defense, all that stuff matters a lot more than your offense. Your offense, of course, matters because you got to strike, you got to get points, you got to get knockouts. But the other things are what's going to keep you lasting in the ring. Less than a minute of training on a heavy bag, you'll feel like you ran like 20 miles. You'll be so winded. So I have a newfound respect for him. I would like to see him fight an actual fighter and not just like a retired basketball player. You know, people that don't fight, or a retired fighter, or somebody that's way old and broken down and washed up. I would like to see how he would fare against an actual fighter. Okay, but I think that we have to start giving him a little bit more respect because he is taking it serious. He is putting the work in. He is doing the training. And like I said, in the very beginning, I would have told you, hey, pay me. I mean, I'm a nobody, but let's say if I was a somebody famous, you know, I would have jumped in the ring with him, no hesitation, and fought him and be confident that I would have whooped his ass. My answer changes now because I'm not on the level of training and conditioning that he's on now. He's taking it a lot serious. So that would be the advantage he has. I wouldn't say no because I would be afraid he'd whoop my ass. He would have the advantage. He already has advantages of being taller, weighs more reach. But the conditioning and training will give him a huge advantage. So I wouldn't be so quick to jump in now. If I was training on his level and if weight classes matched, that's a different story. Yes, I would whoop his ass. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, some people have a knack to naturally know how to fight. And when they hone in on it with training, you're deadly. You're deadly. You know, some people go into it, they don't really know how to fight. So it's 100% just book smart training, blah, 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 blah. So that street edge guy plus the training is going to have the edge. You know, it's going to have the edge. That's like a Clarissa Shields. You can tell she can rumble. That's like a Bernard Hopkins. You can tell like they got fight in them already and it got developed. How do y'all feel though about Jake Paul? Are y'all giving him some respect as a fighter now? Do y'all think that he can contend with actual fighters? I would like to see him get in the ring with an actual fighter. Y'all let me know how you feel about it. All right, I'm out. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. Until next time.